The galaxy of Zarathia was a sprawling expanse of stars, planets, and civilizations, all united under the dominion of the powerful Galactic Empire. At its heart lay the planet Valterian, a shimmering beacon of culture and technology, where the majestic Zarathian palace stood. This palace was home to Emperor Varnak, a ruler both feared and revered, and his only daughter, Princess Elira, who was beloved for her wisdom, grace, and beauty. Princess Elira was the Empire's pride, her very presence a symbol of hope and unity among the myriad species of Zarathia. On a fateful day, Princess Elira embarked on a critical diplomatic mission to the remote star system of Lydoria. The mission's aim was to negotiate peace between warring factions, a testament to Elira's diplomatic skills and the Empire's quest for stability. Her starship, the Radiant Dawn, was a state-of-the-art vessel, equipped with the finest technology and manned by elite guards sworn to protect her at all costs. As the Radiant Dawn approached the Lydorian system, it was suddenly ambushed by the notorious space pirate Krelak the Merciless. Krelak, a feared figure with a reputation for ruthlessness, had long harbored ambitions of capturing Elira to ransom her for a fortune that would cement his power and expand his criminal empire. His attack was swift and precise, exploiting a rare lapse in the Radiant Dawn's defenses. The initial assault was brutal. Krelak's dreadnought, the Dark Star, disabled the Radiant Dawn's engines with a barrage of ion torpedoes. The ship shuddered violently, alarms blaring as systems failed one by one. Despite the elite guard's valiant efforts, they were no match for Krelak's well-prepared and heavily armed raiders. In the chaos, Princess Elira was taken captive, her guards either slain or incapacitated. Bound and brought before Krelak, Elira faced her captor with defiance. The pirate's scarred face twisted into a cruel smile as he taunted her, relishing his victory. "Your empire will pay dearly for your return, princess," he sneered, "and until they do, you are my prisoner." As the Dark Star vanished into the void, taking Elira with it, news of the princess's abduction reached Valterian. The entire empire was thrown into turmoil. Emperor Varnak, usually a figure of unshakable resolve, was visibly shaken. His beloved daughter, the light of his life, was in the clutches of a merciless criminal. Fury and despair warred within him, but he knew he had to act swiftly. Varnak convened an emergency council, summoning his top military advisors and the most skilled bounty hunters across the galaxy. "We must find Princess Elira and bring her home," he commanded, his voice heavy with emotion. "No matter the cost, no matter the effort, we will not rest until she is safe." Despite the extensive search efforts, Krelak had hidden Elira well. His chosen hiding place was an uncharted and primitive planet, far from the Empire's reach. This planet, known to its inhabitants as Earth, was a world where technology had yet to reach the stars, and the concept of extraterrestrial life was still the realm of fiction and speculation. On Earth, Krelak established a temporary base in a secluded area, confident that the primitive humans posed no threat to his plans. He kept Princess Elira confined, awaiting the moment when he could safely demand his ransom. Elira, though a prisoner, did not lose hope. She knew her father would move heaven and earth to find her. She also knew she had to find a way to escape, to signal her people, and to survive until rescue arrived. As days turned into weeks, the vastness of the galaxy continued its relentless march, unaware that, on a small, inconspicuous planet, an extraordinary event was about to unfold. For in the depths of Earth's forests, far from the eyes of the Empire and the reach of advanced technology, a humble woodsman named Jack was about to cross paths with destiny. Next chapter, The Unexpected Hero. In this chapter, Jack will discover the crash site of Princess Elira's escape pod and make the decision to help her, despite the vast differences between their worlds. The bond they form and the challenges they face together will set the stage for the thrilling rescue and the Emperor's eventual astonishment at the primitive human's bravery. In the heart of a dense forest on Earth, far removed from the hustle and bustle of modern society, lived Jack, a humble woodsman. Jack was a man of simple pleasures, his days filled with the rhythmic work of chopping wood, foraging for food, and tending to his modest cabin. With a rugged build and a weathered face, Jack embodied the resilience and resourcefulness of someone deeply connected to nature. One evening, as Jack was returning from a long day in the forest, he noticed a strange light streaking across the sky. It was unlike anything he had ever seen, a brilliant, comet-like blaze that seemed to trail fire as it descended rapidly, ending in a distant crash. The ground trembled slightly under his feet, and Jack's curiosity was piqued. He decided to investigate, his heart pounding with a mix of excitement and apprehension. Following the faint trail of smoke and the disturbed wildlife, Jack ventured deeper into the forest. After a while, he came upon a clearing where trees had been scorched and the ground was still smoldering. In the center of the destruction lay the wreckage of a small, alien-looking escape pod. Jack approached cautiously, his axe in hand, ready for any potential danger. As he drew closer, he saw a figure slumped against the remains of the pod. It was Princess Illyra, though to Jack, she was an unfamiliar being with delicate features, ethereal in appearance. Her silvery blue skin and shimmering hair marked her as someone or something otherworldly. Despite her weakened state, there was an undeniable aura of strength and nobility about her. Jack's instincts took over. He carefully lifted the unconscious princess and carried her back to his cabin. There, he tended to her injuries with the limited resources he had: clean water, herbal poultices, and warm blankets. Over the next few days, Illyra gradually regained consciousness, her keen eyes taking in her rustic surroundings. Where am I?" she asked weakly. "You're safe," Jack replied gently. "My name is Jack. I found you in the forest. Can you tell me who you are and what happened?" Illyra, though still disoriented, recounted her story: her royal lineage, the ambush by Krelak the Merciless, and her desperate escape attempt. Jack listened intently, his expression shifting from curiosity to determination. "We need to get you back to your people," Jack said firmly. "But I don't know how. Our technology here is, well, it's not advanced." Despite her dire situation, Illyra felt a glimmer of hope in Jack's resolve. She realized that, primitive though his world might be, Jack possessed a resourcefulness and kindness that could be their greatest asset. Over the following weeks, Jack and Illyra formed a plan. Illyra used her advanced knowledge to modify some of Jack's rudimentary tools, creating makeshift devices to help evade Krelak's scouts who had followed her to Earth. Jack, in turn, used his intimate knowledge of the forest to keep them hidden and to forage for supplies. As they traveled deeper into the forest, they came across an ancient, abandoned temple that Jack had discovered years before. The temple, built by an ancient civilization, was said to house a powerful relic capable of transmitting a signal across vast distances. Illyra believed this relic could be their salvation, a way to contact her father and the Galactic Empire. The journey to the temple was fraught with danger. Krelak's scouts, equipped with advanced tracking technology, were hot on their trail. Jack and Illyra had to use every ounce of their cunning and courage to stay ahead. Jack's knowledge of the terrain allowed them to set traps and create diversions, while Illyra's quick thinking and technical skills helped them disable the scouts' equipment. Finally, they reached the temple. The ancient structure loomed before them, its grandeur diminished by time but still impressive. Inside, they found the relic, a massive, crystal-like structure that hummed with latent energy. Illyra quickly set to work, using her technological expertise to activate it. As she worked, Krelak's forces closed in. The tension was palpable. Jack stood guard, his axe ready, as Illyra frantically manipulated the relic's controls. Just as the first of Krelak's scouts breached the temple's entrance, a blinding beam of light shot into the sky, carrying Illyra's distress signal to the far reaches of the galaxy. The arrival of the Galactic Empire's fleet was swift and decisive. Krelak's forces were overwhelmed, and the pirate himself was captured, ending his reign of terror. Illyra was finally safe, and she and Jack were brought before Emperor Varnak. Emperor Varnak, his heart swelling with relief and gratitude, listened in awe as Illyra recounted their journey and Jack's crucial role in her rescue. The Emperor, a man of great power and pride, was left in shock and admiration at the bravery and resourcefulness of this primitive human who had succeeded where so many had failed. Impressed by Jack's humility and heroism, Varnak offered him a place of honor within the Galactic Empire. However, Jack, content with his simple life, chose to return to his cabin in the forest, his heart forever changed by the extraordinary adventure. Princess Illyra, grateful for her newfound friend and the lessons learned, promised that Earth would be protected and respected within the Empire. As she bid farewell to Jack, she knew their paths might cross again in the boundless tapestry of the galaxy, and so the legend of the alien princess and the humble woodsman spread across the stars, a tale of courage, friendship, and the power of the human spirit. Next chapter, The Emperor's Surprise. In the final chapter, the story will delve into the aftermath of the rescue, the changes in the Galactic Empire's policies towards primitive worlds like Earth, and the lasting impact of Jack and Illyra's bond on the galaxy. Emperor Varnak will make significant decisions that reflect the lessons learned from this extraordinary event. The Galactic Empire's ships hovered over the dense forests of Earth, their sleek, metallic forms a stark contrast to the natural landscape below. As Princess Illyra and Jack stood in the clearing, watching the ships descend, a sense of relief washed over them. The ordeal was finally coming to an end. Illyra had sent a detailed message to her father explaining everything that had transpired. Emperor Varnak, upon receiving the transmission, was filled with a mix of rage towards Krelak and immense pride in his daughter. The Emperor personally led the rescue fleet, eager to reunite with Illyra and meet the man who had saved her. As the ships landed, Imperial soldiers disembarked and quickly secured the area. Krelak, now in shackles, was escorted to a holding cell aboard one of the ships. Illyra and Jack were ushered to the largest ship, where Emperor Varnak awaited them. The reunion between father and daughter was heartfelt. Illyra ran into her father's arms, tears of relief streaming down her face. Emperor Varnak, usually a pillar of stoicism, allowed himself a rare moment of vulnerability, holding his daughter tightly. Once the initial emotions had settled, Illyra introduced Jack to her father. The Emperor regarded the humble woodsman with a mixture of curiosity and respect. Jack, feeling out of place amidst the advanced technology and regal surroundings, bowed awkwardly. "Your Majesty," Jack said, his voice steady despite his nervousness. "I'm glad I could help Princess Illyra. It was the right thing to do." Emperor Varnak stepped forward, his eyes studying Jack intently. "You did more than just help, Jack. You saved my daughter's life when others could not. You have my eternal gratitude." Despite Varnak's offer of a place of honor within the Galactic Empire, Jack politely declined. "I appreciate your generosity, Your Majesty, but my place is here, in the forest. This is my home." Varnak nodded, understanding and respecting Jack's choice. "Very well, Jack. Know that you will always be a friend of the Empire. Should you ever need anything, do not hesitate to ask." With the formalities concluded, Illyra and Jack bid each other farewell. They had forged a bond that transcended their differences, one built on trust, bravery, and mutual respect. As Jack watched the ships depart, he felt a profound sense of fulfillment. His life would return to its quiet rhythms, but he knew he had made a lasting impact. Back on Valtarion, Emperor Varnak convened a special session of the Imperial Council. He shared the story of Illyra's rescue and Jack's heroism, emphasizing the importance of humility, bravery, and the value of every individual, regardless of their technological advancement. The council was deeply moved, and Varnak proposed new policies to protect primitive worlds like Earth. These policies aimed to foster mutual respect and understanding, ensuring that such planets could develop at their own pace without interference from more advanced civilizations. Princess Illyra, inspired by her experiences, took an active role in these initiatives. She advocated for peaceful coexistence and the sharing of knowledge in ways that honored the cultures and autonomy of less advanced worlds. Her efforts led to the establishment of the Galactic Cultural Exchange Program, a project designed to build bridges between different civilizations while respecting their unique paths. Years passed, and the legend of the alien princess and the humble woodsman grew. It became a story told across the galaxy, a testament to the power of courage and the potential for greatness in even the most unlikely individuals. Jack's cabin became a place of quiet pilgrimage for those who had heard the tale, a symbol of the profound impact one person could have on the universe. In his forest home, Jack lived out his days with a deep sense of contentment. He often gazed up at the night sky, the stars a reminder of the vastness of the galaxy and his unique place within it. And though he never sought recognition or reward, his actions had changed the course of history, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of those who heard his story. Emperor Varnak, forever grateful to the man who had saved his daughter, ensured that Jack's legacy was honored. A statue of Jack and Illyra standing side by side was erected in the Great Hall of Heroes on Valterian. It served as a reminder of the extraordinary adventure that had brought them together and the enduring power of the human spirit. And so the tale of the alien princess and the primitive human who rescued her continued to inspire generations, a beacon of hope and a reminder that in the vast tapestry of the galaxy, every thread mattered.